What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rob's house. We got a modification today for the Mustang, actually. I haven't done anything to the Mustang in a little bit, but I got a package today from True Fiber. And as you can see, I'm gonna finally be finishing off the interior of my car. So if we come over inside the car, if you remember, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you remember we added these window switch surrounds and we added a carbon fiber center console and a radio bezel carbon fiber trim piece as well. But you'll notice the main, basically the vent surround with the performance pack gauges here is still the factory one, which has some kind of a hydro dip on it, as well as the headlight selector and the dimmer, the instrument cluster dimmer surround, and then both of these little pieces, there's one on each side. And so that's what I got in carbon fiber now we're gonna replace today. So I'm gonna show you guys how to replace those. It's actually pretty easy. Most of them just come off with clips. The main thing is that we don't break any of those clips when we're pulling them off. And the headlight selector surround has, I believe, has one bolt. So we'll remove that. I'll show you guys how to do that. I'm gonna swap over to the helmet cam and we'll get started. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started over here. Removing these triangular pieces, I don't know what you would even call these. They're not even triangles, but removing these pieces are pretty easy. You don't even really need a tool. You can just pull them off. I lost a clip there, but they come right off. You can see this is where this clip went. So you have clip, clip, clip. Take note of that because we are going to have to transfer those clips over to our new pieces. So I'm just gonna set that aside. And then you can see we have one screw here that we have to remove to get this guy out. That's easy enough. It's a 7mm. All the interior screws in this car are 7mm. So we're just gonna remove that, and then this guy should pop right off as well. Same thing, just has some clips. Be gentle, don't pull too hard. We're going to transfer those clips. Oh, I'm actually missing a clip here, it looks like, but pretty easy. We're gonna unplug the connector. Right, not too bad. Let me get the other side off. Same deal over here. Pretty simple. This guy just should pop right out. It's got some clips, same thing, 1, 2, 3. And then this big center stack guy is the same thing. It just has a bunch of clips, and it's really not hard to remove. You don't have to pull super, super hard, but there is a plug because I have the gauges back here that I will have to pull out. There we go. So yeah, there is a plug back here that I had to remove. Looks like we have some Torx bits here to transfer these guys over. And then as for the vents, it just looks like we have some tabs here that will kind of pull and slide the vent out. So let me go grab my Torx bits. All right, guys, I apologize in advance for the background noise, but it is 1,000 degrees outside today. So I turned the car on just so I can have my air conditioning. I'm doing this in my driveway. So we've got just some Torx screws that we're going to remove here to get our gauge stack out. There's 4 of these screws. Gauge stack comes right out. As for removing the fans, that's how you do it. Okay, so that was just squeezing in on these tabs that had kind of hooked it in place. I'm probably going to transfer all this blue tape and stuff over into the new one. It's worth noting, I guess, the orientation of these. The flat part is facing down, because if you're looking at it this way, it would be down. So if you have it upside down, it's gonna face like this. So anyway, simple to get the other one out. Same thing. I'm gonna pinch these guys and kind of just push, and they come right out. Super simple. The other thing we got to figure out how to remove. I'll just set this aside for now. The other thing we got to figure out how to remove here is going to be this guy, and I'm pretty sure. All right, guys, I'm dumb. So I was thinking it was these tabs here. It's not. It's actually these 4 longer tabs. If I push in on those, it should release this guy. Yeah. Pushing on those, this guy will slide right out. So what I was doing was I was pushing on these tabs here. That's all I had to do. It looks like this housing is actually part of the old bezel. So if I come over and compare it with the new one here, this is somewhat integrated into the carbon fiber piece. So I think this should, if I have it oriented the right way, it should kind of just, yep, slide right into place and click right in. Easy peasy. So now basically I'm just gonna reverse all that stuff, transfer everything over. I do have to transfer all the clips. So you see we have like these yellow clips. I'm gonna have to pull those off. And then like the metal clips and stuff like that to get onto the new piece. But basically they're gonna go in the same location, so the yellows will go here. And I'm actually missing this one. I need to get a replacement there, but this clip will move up here. And that's pretty much it. Then we'll put everything back together. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right guys, so I have everything transferred over. You can see the some of the new carbon pieces. We got the clips all moved over. Same with the other trim pieces here. And we're going to do the reinstall. Super simple. I'll do the, actually, this thing's kind of top heavy. Let me do this thing first. So the other side of the car. All right, so this guy's pretty easy. If you remember, there's this one plug that I have to plug back in. So unfortunately, I kind of have to do that by feel like that, but you could hear it click in. Now we should be able to line up the clips. Come over to this other side and line this guy up a little better. Turn the car back on. I'm sweating. All right, guys. Well, that took a good amount of finagling, but I got it on. I had to kind of like twist it a little. The carbon is very stiff, so it was a little tight around this area over here, but I managed to get it on. I did the end piece on the other side, but I'll show you how to do this side. So we're gonna plug in, again, sorry for the wind noise, but I have the air conditioning going. We're just gonna plug this guy in, and we have a bunch of clips. So we're going to fish this wire back there and clip this into place. All right, easy enough. We have the one screw that we removed before. That is just gonna go right here. With these 7mm, with those 7mm screws, they don't have to be very tight. And you can break the tabs pretty easily on these interior pieces. So be very careful to not over tighten that. And then we're just going to clip in our last piece here. Well, that one doesn't line up perfectly. I guess it's all right, but not ideal alignment on that side there, but there you have it. I will say the carbon fiber pieces are more stubborn. I remember that with the center console. The carbon fiber is definitely a lot more stubborn to fit in the car compared to the plastic. The plastic just feels like it has a little more, like you can see I could bend it pretty easily. It has a little bit of give to it. So it'll kind of like take shape a little bit better, where the carbon is just a little more finicky, I guess. Yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna get the car cleaned up and then we'll sign off there. This is a really easy upgrade. Really cool way to spice up your interior. As you can see now, we have a full carbon here. We got the carbon overlay. They actually sell a full replacement radio bezel now, but they didn't at the time that I bought this overlay. So this is a stick-on overlay. This is the only stick-on piece I have. The center console is full replacement. The window switch surrounds, full replacement, and then now all the rest of the dash, full replacement. It was not cheap, but I wanted to have all the matching carbon on the inside, matching my steering wheel and everything. We got the digital dash now. We've got the upgraded infotainment. I mean, this is about as modern as you're gonna make an S550. So, without doing something crazy aftermarket. I like the way the S550 interior looks to begin with, so I just wanted to jazz it up a little bit with some nicer components. There's some other stuff that I haven't bought that you can get to make it even fancier. I know they sell these side plastic pieces here on the sides of the center console. They sell these in carbon. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing very well, but down there. So I mean, like, there's some other, oh, you can get this center console, like the actual center console cover in carbon. I don't know why you would do that, because this is nice soft leather, and I kind of rest my elbow there a lot when I'm driving, so I didn't do that piece. I do actually have the carbon tray here, but I left the kind of rubber one in the car just because I like to put my phone there a lot, and I figured I would scratch the carbon one up pretty bad. That actually came with my center console, but I never put it in. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, guys, that wraps up today's install. Pretty easy upgrade, nice way to jazz up the Mustang interior. I really like the interior on Ford vehicles in general. I think out of all the American manufacturers, they're the best in the game as far as the interior quality and the infotainment system. I really like the Sync infotainment system. My Mustang, I mean, for Mustang owners out there, you guys already know, but for anyone who doesn't have one, who's just kind of interested in this stuff, it does not, the interior doesn't rattle. It's very well insulated. It's very quiet going down the highway. If I shut my valves, you know, throw a podcast on or listen to some music, the car is, it's like a luxury car on the inside. It's really, really, really nice. So, you know, highly recommend the Mustang, or any Ford vehicle for that matter, as far as cabin quality is concerned. And now we got all the carbon stuff in there, so it really, really looks nice now. I'm really excited, really happy with how this came out. Let me know what you think in the comments of these upgrades. As usual, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video is entertaining, and I'll see you guys next time.